Alright everyone, this is an all signs reading. It's very rare here at Steve's Love Tarot these days that I do anything mid-month. I did air quotes, I did them off camera. This is a mid-month all signs, doesn't matter what your sign is, energy reading, mid-month overview. Alright, and I think it's important. I do the mid-month overviews when I think it's important, when the month is something special, and October is something special. And we're kind of at this point right now with the dust settling. Mid-month is very important because the beginning began with a bang. It began with a stick of dynamite going on. 10 sticks of dynamite, hell, for that matter. So, let's do it. This is an all signs mid-October 2022 overview. It's a general reading, may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Okay. Mid-October, where are we at? Okay, well, we've got here in my pre-shuffle just the surface energy. When I talk to the universe, I say, give me the soulmate cycle here in mid-October 2022, and I get done explaining to the universe what the fuck October is. I get an answer. It's surface energy. It's Empress, or Empress. I do that. I said that by, you hear that Freudian slip? I called the Emperor the Empress. It's a balanced Emperor, that's why. I was just about to say, I get a balanced Emperor. I get a divine masculine, and this explains the energy I got in the Leo reading the other day about somebody making up their mind. I get it here too for all of you. This is a balanced Emperor. The beginning of the month was a shitstorm of energy. It's crossed by the Ten of Cups. It's an Emperor who now realizes they're not happy, or their happiness was fake, and they want to get happy. Underneath that, I got the Soul that's awake. I got a Ten of Cups sandwich here with the bread as their soul, the Hermit, ting, awake, and a balanced Emperor. Underneath that is the Nine of Wands. Again, realizing where they've gone wrong. This came up earlier. It's the same energy reflected off this Nine of Wands that was in the Witch's Tarot in the 3 card I did earlier. Crossing that is the Page of Pentacles. Going for the rainbow. Again, they've learned where they've gone wrong. They've learned where they've put up walls. In the Witch's Tarot, it's someone facing away from the sun, right? Just turning away from anything that would be real happiness in favor of phoniness that they have. And you can't do that when the Hermit's here. The Hermit is awake, and this is a balanced Emperor. I accidentally called it the Empress, for fuck's sake. And underneath that Page of Pentacles, this is communication, is my action card. It's the Magician. And it's a card that's been coming up a lot. It was the final outcome in someone's reading recently. But it's very, from another deck, it's very powerful. There's a lot of change happening here. And there's no fear around it. Magicians can't operate under fear. They got to go out on stage and have confidence that they could do the trick. If they're fearful, they're going to make the audience nervous, right? It's just the way it is. Underneath that, just for fun, I'll show you, is a Fool. Okay? But it's the Magician that's bookending that Emperor energy. It's changed. It's led into gold. It's a balanced Emperor. It's not the Burger King. I got someone starting out on a new path here. Now, whether they come toward you or not, I think they will for most of you eventually. But they may just take the lessons they've learned and what this soulmate connection showed them and move in a new direction, which is always why your lessons are important. Your lessons are for you and theirs are for them. But either way here, this bodes well if you're waiting to hear from somebody, because somebody's making some changes. It just keeps coming up. And now that they're not getting punched for a little bit, until Saturn goes direct anyway, maybe we see some serious shit happen here. I don't know. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle here in mid-October 2022, universe. This first card out before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? And it shouldn't surprise anybody to see it. It's the Ace of Swords. It's Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth. It's Archangel Michael energy. It's truth. It's someone who knows, who is cutting through the bullshit. And their life has been bullshit. Their 10 cups has been nonsense. Those pictures they put on social media smiling. Look at me with my new person. Yay, I'm excited. It's nothing like what they felt in the soulmate connection. If they are with a new person. If they're with an old person, well, it's the same thing. You know, they know the truth now. This is cutting through the bullshit. What comes after the cut? Speaking of cuts, what comes after the cut? Let's see. I don't know. After. Here it is. No fear. Lion holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck. It's strength. There's no fear here. It's Leo energy. No, you're not dealing with a Leo. You might be, but you're not. It's not what this means anyway. It means forward movement, passionate forward movement. There's no fear. Usually I talk about a fence of fear around it. If you got to get the strength up to do something, it implies you're afraid to do it. But no, it's irrelevant. When you got Archangel Michael on your side, it's a 7'2" man with a 5-foot sword. You could say anything you want to anybody. Nobody gonna fuck with you. It's that kind of energy. It really is. Okay, well, this is gonna be good. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's go. Give the deck a final shuffle. Give me the soulmate cycle from mid-October 2022, universe. Give me a reading. It knows what I mean. All right, let's see where we go here. All right, you ready? I'm ready. Wow. Okay. Cards from the pre-shuffle here, at least on the bottom. A few of them, couple of them, 10 of Cups. Obviously, that 10 of Cups was important. And obviously that backs up my read on the Ace of Swords, where it's cutting through bullshit. And I'm talking about that around the why the fuck are we here card. Around this 10 of Cups, they want the real deal now. What's fueling this? Probably the Hermit. The back half of our 10 of Cups sandwich, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. The Hermit. Yeah. I mean, the soul is awake here. Okay? Somebody here has... Because it's in part because of the 1010 portal. Yes, that does take us into a new chapter, or rewrites the plot, if you will. But that full moon, let's not discount it. That was a very important reading. That full moon allows us to be our true selves. The Hermit is proof of that here. Okay? Our true self, who we really are, lives in the soul. It's not up in the brain and the ego. It's not how much money somebody has or their powerful job or anything like that. That's all fluff. That's all nonsense. That's all 3D shit. It can be taken away. Can't take away the soul. All right, let's go. Right here's the energy around the connection. Right here is how they're behaving in the 3D. Right here is the soul. Speaking of soul, right here's the hidden energy, message from the universe. It's red with the energy of the connection, and right here's the potential final outcome. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end. You bet your sweet asses, and I know they are, is going to be an extended. There'll be a link for it in the description. All right. Where are we? What's the energy around the connection right now? The Emperor. That doesn't surprise me. You know, the universe is bringing back a few cards from the pre-shuffle, no doubt about it. Important cards. The Emperor here is exactly what I told you in the pre-shuffle. Universe reminding us this is the center of things right now. It's all about the divine masculine. It's all about this balanced energy within the divine masculine. It's something to do with the eclipse in relation to the soulmate cycle. So in other words, we have an eclipse. Actually, we have eclipse season starting at the end of the month, right? And I think what happened, I just talking about the full moon, I think what happened around the full moon, which was bringing that person's true self out, letting them see the bullshit that's around them that's not 10 cups, Archangel Michael's sword of truth here, and the strength to do something about it with the 1010 portal and all of that, and Mercury and Libra. We've got right here, we've got an appearance by the divine masculine, someone who's been missing in action, shall we say. How are they behaving in the 3D? I don't think any more cards, I don't feel any more cards from the pre-shuffle are going to come out. I don't think so. I could be wrong. It might lay the whole pre-shuffle on the table. I don't think so, though. How are they behaving in the 3D? I could be wrong. Get egg on my face right now. Nope, I'm not. I didn't think so. It's because I did a really good shuffle. It's the 6 of Wands. Yeah. In the 3D, somebody, it's up to their free will, minor arcana. But this is victory after a long battle energy. It's the heart chakra open. It's the butterfly of change here. Okay, butterflies represent transformation. The green is the heart chakra. I've got victory after a long battle energy, which is a specific frequency that comes off this card occasionally. Again, it goes to what I said about this Emperor as I was moving to pull this card. I said, someone who's been missing in action, MIA, has returned. A lot of times this is someone riding into town triumphantly on a horse, right? Nobody ever expected to see that damn person. And there they are. Yeah, the Emperor is present. The Emperor has figured something out. Okay? and is making some changes. That's what we got so far. Let's pull on the soul. It bookends the Emperor. We already know the Hermit's here, so this can't be too bad. And okay, it's Two of Swords. Okay, I get it. But why is this significant? Take a look at the cards and tell me what you see. What's the same about the Emperor and the Two of Swords? What's the same? They're the only two cards, and since you're not going to be able to answer, because I'm the only one here, they're the only two cards in this animal deck, which is what we call it, that have the eclipse on it in this way. They're the only two cards in the deck, and they happen to come out in bookends of each other, read together in my reading. This one came out in the soul position. Something about a direction will be made around the eclipse. Okay? This is similar to what I got in the Leo reading the other day, where I got the Hanged Man here, where I said the soul is on pause and somebody's behaving from the ego, but it's on autopilot. It's ruled by the universe. It's just, they're just going for it. They're just making changes. It's kind of saying the same thing here, but it brought this card out instead of the Hanged Man to reference us to the eclipse that's on the card. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. Something around that time frame is going to pop for the soulmate cycle. It's really coming up in this reading, and the universe is hammering it home. What's the message from the universe? What's the fickle old gal want to tell us? It's red with the Emperor. Justice. Come on, we can't not see that card these days. We can't not see it. I know, double negative, but it just keeps coming up. And coming up, this is proof of my energy read about the Emperor. In case you were skeptical, oh, they're not balanced, Steve just saying that. No, I'm not. I would never do that to you. This is it. This is balanced energy. They figured something out. A decision has been made here. Archangel Michael energy behind them, before the cut, after the cut, strength, no fear at all. If there is any fear, it doesn't matter. And that's what this card says too. It's a Six of Wands. It's minor arcana. It's up to their free will. They could get scared, but it's ultimately they get victory over that. We have to read all the cards in context with everything that's come before it. What's the potential final outcome? I haven't looked. I don't know. Red with the Six of Wands. I did take a quick peek. I'm always honest with you. I kind of flipped it. I saw the top of a lion's head. It come back. We were just talking about it, and there it is, the Strength card. This is communication here. When it falls here, it's almost as close. It's as close to a fucking guarantee as I could give. Something about around the eclipse is going to pop in these soulmate cycles. It's going to pop off, big time. Something around the eclipse, and changes that are being made behind the scenes right now are going to enable that to happen. Okay, somebody's figured something out here. My read is solid on this, and I'll tell you what, there's communication coming. That lion will not let go of that rose, which is one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck. All right, we got someone hoping you'll take that at the end of the day. Someone you thought you'd never see again. This Emperor's been missing in action, but it is balanced. It truly is, and these eclipses are important. Justice here, the message from the universe, separate from the reading, but read with the energy of the connection, is important for us to know. These two cats about to get together and have a meeting of the minds, which is a contract in the law, meeting of the minds. The Two of Cups is the card of contract, and this lion's bringing their end of the deal, if you will. All right, their end of the bargain. All right, let's clarify with the Light Seer deck. Let's go. Randomly at the bottom is Three Swords, by the way. Let's talk about this Emperor. Let's go. Let's do this. In the extended, I'm going to dig on the behind the scenes. You can bet your ass I'm going to find out what's going on that's facilitating this, which pops off around the eclipse. Now, around the eclipse, what does that mean? Well, the eclipse is probably around, I think it's around the 25th or 26th of the month, something like that. But Saturn's going direct on the 23rd. So this could pop off anywhere. Quite frankly, this is a mid-month reading, which takes us pretty much to the end of the month. I would say the last couple of weeks of the month, there's going to be some serious fireworks happening here toward the soulmate connection. one way or another. They might be subtle about it, or some of them might be very direct. I got no fear anywhere here. All right, let's see. Let's see. Why is the Emperor here? Okay, why? But you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. So I can't, I'm just telling you, in the time as we read it, when things might happen as the energy is. But when that energy affects you depends on where you are on the timeline of things. It's not going to go anywhere. It will affect you eventually. Okay? What's the Emperor? Oh my fucking God. I was just about to say, I wish I'd have said it because I would seem so cool, and I just want to be cool. No, I don't. I don't really care. But the final outcome is red with the Six of Wands, but it should always make sense to the energy of the connection. It's a strength card. Strength card. That makes sense to you? It does to me. We got a lot of tying together from the universe here. Yep, heart chakra's open. The divine masculine is present, about to make an appearance. Okay, that's the energy that's here. The universe just keeps saying it over and over. I read it off the initial card. It was backed up by this card, and it just got fucking verified. All right, the cards are just pretty pictures for you. I already know what energy's here, but hey, the cards are important. They're a representation, right? What's on top? Nine of Wands. Wow. That's a thin wall on the Lightseer deck. I knew there was a reason I chose the Lightseer deck. That's a thin wall. Anybody could get through that. The wall is coming down. Nines are the end in tarot. That's the energy that's coming off it. It's mostly just about the numerology. No more wall, no more whatever. The Emperor, you have access. There's access here within the connection. Anybody could get through that wall. Look at that. That ain't nothing. Nine Wands, why is it here? Yep, Chariot. Yep, the Emperor is present, divine masculine. It has made a decision. They want to be happy. They want this. The soul hermit is awake. There's no fear here. The universe gave us justice. I got victory in the 3D. They know what they want to do. They've made up their mind. No one ever thought, a lot of you watching don't think you'll ever hear from this Emperor again, ever see this Emperor. Not going to happen, just like the people on the Victory After a Long Battle never thought that person was coming back from war. They already had the funeral, right? They buried an empty casket because they didn't have the body, and then they just ride into town. Look, I'm back. Yeah, it's right here. Something pops off here for the soulmate connection around the eclipse. Now, that's a Chariot. I mean, it's very simple. You don't even need me. It's a Chariot that keeps coming up. It's in the energy of the connection. Why is the Six of Wands here? We're not going to find out here what's facilitating this. And what's facilitating it is important. And if you don't think it is, you're a small picture person. In a soulmate cycle, you need to look at the big picture. It's extremely important. Because it's not so much that somebody shows up. You need to know why they're showing up. Are they showing up deceptively? Are they showing up because someone's gone? Or are they showing up just to hedge their bets? Are they showing up because they've changed? Or they just feel bad? Maybe they're just horny. I don't know. Could come up any number of ways. Jesus Christ. The Magician and the Six, they flew out of the deck. And the Six of Cups on top. At the bottom, the Ace of Pentacles. Jesus Christ. Wow. I think if Jesus Christ himself were here, he'd be like, wow, that's something else. I know. My God. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. This is mostly a speedometer here. Grandma on the freeway, 15-mile-an-hour energy coming off of that. It's taken a long time for this transformation to occur. It's occurring. It's tough to read this energy together. It's occurring because of divine timing. Divine timing is the energy's just right for it to happen. It's happening at the time it's supposed to be happening. That's when things happen. Somebody from the past is returning because they want to pet your golden retriever, Irish setter, black lab, or Mexican hairless, whatever the fuck you got going on down there. Somebody's returning from the past here under a transformed energy, though. Under an energy, this is alchemy energy coming off this lead into gold. Okay? And it's taken a long time for them to figure it out. Like I said, well, of course it has. Right? It takes grandma on the freeway 15 miles an hour, a long time to go anywhere. I said they already had a funeral for this person riding in victory after a long battle. They buried an empty casket. They thought they were gone. A lot of you don't think this divine masculine's ever coming back. They are in the house. In the fucking house. Around the eclipse. Okay? And again, you're all on different timelines. So this energy will affect you, but it depends where you are on your timeline. But this emperor will be in the house. Okay? I can phrase it that way. The chance for this, what's happening prior to this eclipse, sets the stage for it, allows for a route to be taken. Right now, it's a crossroads. Right now, someone's got to take care of something first. I think they got a flat tire at the crossroads. Why is the two of swords here? Tell me about it. Why is it here? Tell me about the two of swords. Why? Somebody got to take care of some bullshit. Queen of Wands. It's in the soul, they feel you. There's a strong attraction. They're drawn to you. Of course they are. They're a balanced emperor. Balanced emperor got to have the empress. Got to. Just got to. That said, there's also energies always in layers. There's an energy crossing this two of swords in their soul. They got to put the bullshit down. They're in the process of putting some bullshit down. The Queen of Wands puts up a pretense, a facade. You could almost look at this as the hangman, like I said, right? Somebody's at the crossroads here, right there at the cross, but they got a flat tire. They got to change that tire first, and then they can drive off. And when they do drive off, they're headed your way. They're headed towards the soulmate connection. I can tell you that they're not giving whatever it is on their side. This energy is not giving it a second chance or 300th chance or whatever. What's on top? Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, divine timing. Says the same thing I read in this mesh of energy here. Divine timing is just, all it means is the energy is right for something to happen. Okay? The energies have to be right. You want to have a picnic, it's got to be sunny. Weather is energy. Right? If it's rainy, you can't have a picnic. So, again, energy, I've taught you that before. Anything you want to do. You want to quit drinking, quit smoking, whatever it is, the energy has to be right. Or you'll fail. It won't happen. When it's right, it's right. You just stop and it's kind of easy. It's easier than it normally is. It's just, the energy's right. And that's what this is saying. The energy is just, it's a perfect storm right now for change. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? The Ten of Cups, our overall energy, was also part of the pre-shuffle. Somebody here has realized, thanks to seeds planted by this connection that you have with your person, it made them see the light. It made them see they've been living in fairyland, sitting on a rainbow. You can't sit on a rainbow. It's not physical matter. Somebody wants to make this real. The timing is right for them to do it. I see Fakey McFakerman getting real. And by the way, there is a strong attraction to you. There always has been. All right. Once you had soul recognition with this person, you were never going anywhere. Justice. Why is it here? So let's talk to the universe. It is separate from the reading, but it's read with all this up here. And it leads us into this. So it should make sense with this too. It does. Why is justice here? Justice is a card that can be read 1,000 different ways. Okay? Strangely enough, all I'm drawn to is the herringbone background on it. I don't really see the cats. I mentioned the cats earlier, but I don't really see them. I see the herringbone background, and I see Archangel Michael's sword of truth there. That Ace of Swords that came from the before the cut position. So I want to see what the universe wants. I think you're about to find out something. I think around the eclipse energy, once that gets in play, you're about to find out something. Maybe you're about to find out something now when I pull on this cards. If the universe would let me fucking finish shuffling. My God. All right. Okay. Yep, you're about to find out something. The moon. What's been buried is coming to the surface. And what's coming to the surface in the Lightseer deck, this is my Queen of Cups. Little redhead there. She underwater. What's coming to the surface is somebody's feelings. You're about to find out. It's going to make you feel pretty good. It's going to allow you to move forward from a solid point. I saw that energy too around that Ace of Pentacles, the most solid new beginning in the tarot. You're going to be able to move forward, stampede forward. right? No more wall, no more guessing, no more whatever. This is a message for you. This isn't about your person. This is about justice for you. No more wall. No, you'll be able to move forward here, either with this person or without them. It's up to you. It's clear that you have all the power here. They don't like that, but they don't have a choice. What's on top? Yeah, the Knight of Wands. Yep, it's forward movement. It's brave forward movement. It's a brave, impulsive action here. Somebody here is coming forward with some information that's been hidden. Okay? What's here? Why is the Knight of Wands here? The Queen of Swords. You have all the power. You decide. You know? There's two horses here in the Light Seer. Look. Notice that that's a black horse in the background. Okay? Now, the Knight of Wands can get out as fast as they come in. Okay? Now, there's also a white horse. That white horse is on the Knight of Cups. So, you get to decide. Look. Doesn't she look like she's deciding? She's the queen. She decides. Put your sword in the sheath. Chill out. Hear what this person has to say when they come in, because believe me, the Emperor is in the fucking house. There's no doubt about that. Okay? No doubt about that at all. Listen to what they have to say and you decide. Do you go with the black horse and get the fuck out of Dodge? Or do you go with the white horse and move forward with this person? You have all the power. I already told you before I pulled the card, and then I pulled that card, and it proves it right there. You are the Queen of Swords. You decide whether it's for you or not. But somebody's coming in a rather brave action to reveal something. All right? I'll give you as many layers of the energy as I can. All right? There's many more here, but I don't want to confuse people. So I have to decide in real time. You don't have time to sit here for 20 minutes while I sort through the energy. And there's a lot of fucking energy here. Alright? It would take me that long just to sort through it all. I'm going deep. I'm giving you what you need to know. Alright? It's your decision what you do here. That implies there might be a decision to be made. You know, is this person, like the universe been asking you, DFs, is this person still your Nine of Cups? You'll have to see what they have to say first, right? There's a lot of love that they've buried underwater. They pulled the Cadillac up here. They pulled the Queen of Cups out of the trunk and chucked her in the water, trying to bury it. But just like when you throw any living thing in the water, it eventually comes to the surface, you know, as gases start to form and it bubbles up, it becomes a flotation device. That being said, that's a flotation device of love. It's coming to the surface. All right, Strength card. All right, there we go. I need to move on from that topic. I'm not here to give murder lessons, okay? But I'll tell you what, I would be an excellent villain. I'm very good planner. All right, I'm going to have people from prisons contacting me all over the world. Could you tell me how to get out of here? I could, but I'm not going to. All right, Strength card. Why is it here? All right, let's go. Strength card. What's the final on this? I like this. You won't, but I do. Well, I don't mean you won't, but you might not initially. It's my pooing girl, right? It's the Four of Cups. Why is this important? I'll show you. It's very small. It's not about her pooing or her lack of toilet paper. Okay? It's not about her being depressed about the 3 cups. It's not even about the rainbow, at least not directly. It's the hand that's handing this cup. It's still there. But they're not sure because you can't see it. It's hard to spot. A lot of people never even spot that on this card. It's an energy that says there's no fear here. Whether or not you're interested, they have no idea. They assume probably they're going to meet the Queen of Swords at the door. But I'm telling you, under this energy, there is no fear. None. It's a very transformative energy, just like a magician on stage. If they have any fear at all, the audience is going to pick up on it. And it's going to ruin the whole trick. They got to go out there and be confident, right? This is like anything else, like a lead singer in a rock band or a rap artist. They go out on stage all cocky and shit, right? In front of a crowd of people. They don't go out there, hey, here we go, with their hands shaking and the microphone shaking, piss running down their leg. That's not a good concert. It's terrible. It's a good fetish show, but it's not a good concert, right? Either way, right there. They're not sure whether they're disappointed they didn't take it. Yeah, but this is all about someone who's not sure whether you're going to take it or not, but they're coming anyway. What's on top? Yep, 7 swords. That's been transformed. The urge to run away is gone. It's on top of the strength card, and it's red with alchemy energy, lead into gold. Somebody here is disappointed in themselves because of their behavior. Okay? That's the easiest way I can phrase it. I don't need to go off on a tangent. That's it. They're disappointed in their behavior. But there's no fear toward coming towards you. They hope to fucking God that offer is still there. That they got a shot at it. Why is the 7 swords here? Look at that. It's the Queen of Cups. Why is that important? Huh? Have you been paying attention? In the message from the universe, I had a Queen of Cups. I described an entire murder sequence. Said they took the Queen of Cups out of the trunk of the Cadillac, threw her in the water. But just like anything that dies in the water, a fish or whatever, it bubbles, gas is built up inside and it bubbles to the surface. Eventually, that's why you see fish floating in the water when they're dead. Initially, they're at the bottom. Well, here she is, back on the surface, in fact, half out of the water, rising up like a fucking red-haired goddess phoenix. Oh, I love redheads. Anyway, right here. It's someone here. Love wins the day. However you want me to phrase it. It's red with the 6 of Cups. Somebody, this is an Irish setter right here for sure, but somebody wants to, somebody from the past is showing up. Somebody you thought you'd never fucking hear from. And I agree with you. I can see how in the energy, nope, Steve, they said they were staying with their spouse. They got to stay for the kids or for the family. Or they said, we can't be together. They said, I'm not interested. I don't want you, blah, blah, blah. Yep, I hear you. I hear you. But the emperor's in the house. They don't have, you could say what people say, all kinds of shit. You could say whatever you want, but you don't control the universe. They don't control the universe. I don't even control the universe. Nobody controls the universe. At the end of the day, this storm, this energetic storm is rolling in. And it's already hit them. Right now, they're just dealing with the aftermath. They're taking care of business on their side. All right? This is communication. It's the Queen of Cups came to the surface. They can no longer lie to themselves is why the 7 of Swords is there. I mean, it's just straight up. It's really nice reading. Really nice energy, I get it. But there's a whole lot of why here. I mean, there's, the energy. But what is the energy? What's happening within this transformation? We'll find out. Okay, I'm gonna pull a nice extended on this. Very informal. Just me pulling a few readings. I'll pull a pyramid reading to find out, about you and them. And we'll do a whole bunch of readings. And we'll see what we get. It's interesting to know how this all came about, because this shows definitely somebody coming towards you here. Although again, I can't predict free will. Everybody's person can chicken out. They may just change their life and go pet someone else's golden retriever. But they're going to pet that retriever based on things that you showed them, that your connection showed them, if they do that. But this reading doesn't say that. This reading says the divine masculine at least comes in. You get some justice. You find something out. Now, that also can play out as you finding something out in them. They go pet somebody else's golden retriever based on things they learned from you. And well, that tells you about a person, doesn't it? Then this Queen of Swords can decide to take the sheath out. Maybe ride with the black horse and get the fuck out of Dodge. Either way, you get justice. It relieves a burden. Because everybody tired here. 9 of Wands is tired. It's exhausted. Still putting up the fight. Still there, but, everybody tired here. Nice to get some justice. Why is the, let's ask the universe for 3 cards. What else I want to tell you before I go pull some wicked voodoo. Let's see where we go here. All right, let's see. Yeah, there's that 8 of Cups. Make sure that it's still your 9 of Cups. It's that message from the universe again. All right. 8 broken cups. This card is Judgment. And it's read with the 8 of Cups. These are read center, left, right. This card right here, as if it's not enough, all of the cards are getting flipped. This card flips this. This card flips this. Somebody's getting real. It's what I told you about the Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. The spiritual nature overrides the ego. Somebody here is no longer full of shit. The 8 of Cups means one thing. No longer the Burger King, a balanced emperor telling us the same fucking thing. This card right here is flipped by Judgment. And the 8 of Cups reversed means one thing and one thing only. Someone who once thought you were 8 broken cups and walked away from you is coming right back. That's what it means, and that's proof of it is what this card means, which is someone from the past coming into your present to affect your future. And it affects it by giving you some justice. Alright? It's nice. It's nice to see. This Hierophant flips this son of it. It takes the Burger King right out of this. Alright? They're coming in. Yep, the King of Wands. This card here makes the King of Wands, the way you would read this King of Wands is the King of Wands takes passionate action. Right? And we saw it here with the Knight of Wands. Same kind of thing. Brave, passionate action forward. Returning. I mean, I'm leaving this flipped because this so powerfully flips this. It's unreal. Alright? And again, there's that hope that you'll even give them a second chance. Right? Somebody wants a second chance here. One of the meanings of Judgment. It's birds in the air. A little bit of nervousness about it, but it's not enough to stop them. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Somebody shows up here. This is unreal. I mean, again, the King of Pentacles underneath it. Somebody here realizes your value. And your value to them is at the soul level. Not your money, not your car, not your shit, not your stuff, whatever it is. No, it's at the soul level. You're an 8-point buck with rainbow antlers and they can't find you anywhere else. So they're putting down the ego, putting down the Burger King, and turning their ass right around and coming back for a second chance. And this whole reading has been just repeating itself over and over again. But we got to see what's going on behind the scenes. Because in order for them to do that, we already know from the Crossroads card here, where they got a flat tire at the crossroads, they need to change that tire. So that's why it's delayed until the eclipse time, I would say. That's what the universe is trying to say with these 2 eclipses here read together. But what the universe is saying here all by itself with the Emperor is around the eclipse time, the Emperor is in the house. There's no doubt about it. With the cards that fell on top here, no doubt about it. With the cards that came out here, again, we're still bound by their free will, but you get some justice here one way or another. Either you find something out secondhand or from this person. Now, we got to find out what's going on behind the scenes. We'll dig into their feelings a little bit. Alright, and we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's what. So if you want the extended, the link is in the description. I want it. This is a very important month. I'm going to be happy to be there. That is your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches.